Okay, so we're going to learn how to breathe under a brace today, and then we're going to practice that in different positions. So having your feet on the floor, resting everything down. So we've already learned what your rib angle is and then how to engage your tummy based on your rib angle. So now we're going to put all of that together and we're going to learn how to breathe under a brace, which is necessary for doing any core work because we need to be able to learn to maintain our engagement when we're doing certain exercises, because if we don't, what can happen is, I'm going to give you an example. Say I'm doing some dead bugs, okay? And let's do some toe taps. Okay, so I'm breathing under my brace. And if I'm not breathing under my brace correctly, then something like this might happen. And you can see that I have a little bread loaf happen in my tummy because I'm not holding my engagement. Okay, so this is why it's really important that we learn this so that it's not putting any stress on our lower back, putting too much pressure in the front or downwards on the pelvic floor, and because that creates a dysfunctional system, which we don't want. So we want to make sure we're doing everything as efficiently as possible and safe for our body. Okay, so based on your rib angle, you've learnt how to engage. And so when we're in our brace, so I'm just going to give an example for a narrow rib cage. I might put my hands behind my head. So a narrow rib cage, I'm going to inhale 360. Try and keep my rib cage wide as I exhale. Pick up my blueberry. I'm going to come into my chest lift. Okay, so from here, I want to keep my tummy still for my next 360 breath. So I want to keep everything tight, everything engaged for my 360 breath, which means everything goes more side and back into the mat. And then I exhale again. Inhale wide again. Exhale. Inhale wide and back. Exhale. And then come down. Now, if you're not really strong yet, you might find that you can only do 2 rounds of breath before your tummy just starts popping up and then it's hard to bring it back down. That's fine. That's something that will come with time, will come with practice, and obviously will come as you gain more strength. Okay, so keeping the tummy engaged during your inhale, which means wide and back rib breathing. Okay, it will take some getting used to, but you will get it. And it's really worth practicing this as often as you can. So even if it's every day, just doing 5 breaths, you will get so much out of it. Even within a week, you'll notice some differences, okay? So if you have a wide rib cage, then you're gonna do inhale first, and then exhale, knitting the entire tummy together. So knitting the rib cage together and down. Everything is knitting together, and then you will inhale to keep everything knitted together, and then exhale, inhale, keep everything knitted together, exhale. See how not much changes? There's a slight drop again on my exhales, but when I inhale, it's not going like so, okay, because we don't want to break the connection. All right, so we're going to be practicing this brace in all of the upcoming lessons, but for now, we're going to come onto our side. So if you have had any sort of challenges with feeling in the sides, then this is going to be really great for you to open up through the sides. So come into 90 degrees with the hips. If you have a wall, then you can place your feet against the wall. You can prop a pillow underneath your head as well. And if you need help with some feedback touching, you can prop a little towel under your waist as well. So the way we set ourselves up is both sit bones need to be drawing down away from the body, so lengthening that top hip, creating space under the bottom rib here, bottom waist here. Okay, so this is our setup position. Now you can reach the top arm over so that you can feel more of the expansion into the side of the rib cage. Otherwise, you can bring your hand to the side so you can feel movement as well. I recommend doing this in front of a mirror, or you can record yourself and then you can do this in front of something where you can maybe measure how high your side is lifting when you're watching back the video. Okay, so bringing a hand here, keeping your rib cage lifted, we're going to do a 360 inhale, so pelvic floor release on the inhale as well. So off we go, inhale wide, back, down, and then as we exhale, we're going to do what our rib cage does for our bracing. So if you have a wide rib cage, you're going to narrow the rib cage together as you exhale. If you have a narrow rib cage, you're going to hold it more wide, engage from the mid-lower tummy to engage your tummy on the exhale. Okay? I know, there's a lot of things to think about, but you're getting there. Every day you're improving. Okay, so inhale wide, 360. Exhale, engaging for your rib angle. Picking up the blueberry at the same time. Now we want to hold that for the inhale. So inhale wide. Exhale, re-engage the tummy. Now if you're feeling it a little bit like of tension, like a little bit of tension in one of your back muscles, then you can lift your knees a little higher or round a little bit through your back, and you can just repeat the same thing. So if we go, keeping the rib cage lifted. Exhale, engaging for your core, for your rib angle. Holding that for your inhale. And then exhale. Again, inhale wide and back. Exhale, reconnect your tummy. Inhale, back and sides. Exhale. And relax. Good. So we only want to practice about 5 or 6 breaths in each position. Now, if you're really lacking mobility in the ribs, then you also want to be practicing side rib breathing without the brace. So that just means inhale 360 into the ribs, and then exhale, relaxing it. So just a light, like a 3 out of 10 engagement on your exhale, okay? Not a full brace, so it'll just be a 2 or 3 out of 10 on your exhales, just focusing on the mobility of the side of the ribs. So inhale wide, exhale, inhale wide, exhale. Okay, or you can do it with your arm over. So it's up to you. That is the side breathing. And that's all I'm going to take you through today. I just want you to practice breathing under a brace and then practicing it in side lying. And that is all for today and tomorrow. And then you're going to move on to the following day, and then you're going to go through a couple of exercises on that day. But nice work. You are getting there. Every day is progress. And it's going to be worth you taking this time to learn this for yourself so that you get so much more out of all of the on-demand videos.